shrink that down, make sure it looks nice. How's everybody doing today, chat? How y'all doing? How's your SafeMoon week been? I know it was another bit of a bumpy one, but hey, after that AMA, it looks like we are back in business. Everyone seems to have been pretty excited with the news that came through there. Seems like we're all responding well to it. I am thrilled about the full final announcement of Bridges finally coming out, and that little peek at the wallet that we got there. That was pretty cool. What do you all think? We have a lot to take a look at today. It's been a crazy busy week in the SafeMoon world. So let's get started. We can jump right in with what we saw today in the AMA. Let's see if I could actually pull that up in a meaningful way here. I didn't mean for all that to rhyme so nicely, but it's kind of cool that it did. Let's see. Can we do a... Yeah, we can. Super nice. I'll go over here and put this up on mute. Switch. Let's see. Jump through. Here we go. So, not going to give you the commentary of the whole 20-minute deal, but we had John doing a little bit of an introduction, and then we had so what he started with introducing was the final official announcement about the bridges. And what the bridges are is officially SafeMoon is no longer, as of this coming Tuesday, June 29th. As of June 29th, SafeMoon is no longer going to be restricted to the Binance chain, Binance Smart Chain. Thanks to these bridges that Papa and his team of wizards, assisted by the P token crew, they've been able to build bridges to a number of other chains, including they spoke specifically about ETH, EOS, Wax, and Harmonies. And, you know, we already knew Harmony from some other information, I guess you would say, that we had in the past. There's a video in the back catalog about Harmony somewhere there, with a nice little purple Golden Gate bridge behind it. Harmony was one of the first, you know, clues about the whole bridges at large. And you could see here that right now, if you rewatch this with sound, you'll hear Papa talking about the bridges. And doesn't that video look a little familiar? That's our boy SafeMoon Mark, now officially part of the SafeMoon team. It looks like this is how his talents are currently. You know, he said he wasn't quite sure what his goals were, or not his goals, but his roles were going to be. Looks like they have him doing some sweet animations right out the gate. Here was Poppin basically narrating the explanation of, we've been seeing one SafeMoon equals one SafeMoon a lot, and this is it. When you're going from the Binance chain to the Ethereum chain, you're taking your one SafeMoon, you're ending up with one SafeMoon. No tax when you take the bridge, which is a pretty big deal. So what are bridges? Why are they interesting? The bridge is what allows you to get from BSC to another chain, whether it's going to be ETH, EOS, Wax, Harmony, or whichever chain. The bridge gets you there, no tax. So you take your 100 SafeMoon and you end up with 100 P SafeMoon, which is provable SafeMoon. You saw in the video there, it comes into a vault. You get your P SafeMoon on the other side. Then when you go back, you exchange your P SafeMoon back for SafeMoon. So you're on the ETH network, or the EOS network, or the Harmony network with your P SafeMoon now, and you could actually work on their network with their dApps and their NFT stores, or on EOS you can do governance or whatever you would like to do with your P SafeMoon, just like you could any of their native tokens or coins. Yeah, coins. The native coin or any of the other tokens on that chain. Pretty huge deal. And also it allows SafeMoon to be much more accessible to people on those other chains. Now they can just exchange their currency on exchanges there for P SafeMoon and bring it on back over the bridge. Get their SafeMoon. Good times for all. Good times for all. I'm expecting Tuesday to be a pretty great day on the charts. So get ready. Get loaded. Strap on the rocket boots. I know I have a little bit of little bit of stuff hanging out on the Ethereum chain that I might try to sweep up here. I don't know. I haven't really done a whole lot outside of the BSC chain. You know, I've dibbled and dabbled. I have some NFTs on Ethereum, and you know, that's about it as far as DeFi. And I've looked into it a bit, but since I have focused mostly on the BSC chain, and since Ethereum's fees are a bit astronomical, it's been challenging to consider experimenting around over there. And then Harmony, I know we just got the big announcement with Harmony a few weeks ago. They have a whole pile of dApps and different sites there that seem pretty interesting. And Wax, I'm not very familiar with the Wax chain. Papa mentioned that it was big on gaming and NFTs, so definitely going to want to be checking out what's going on there. You guys let me know if you have used the Wax chain for anything or any of the tokens over there and what it's awesome for. Definitely exciting. This huge for SafeMoon here to basically break their reliance on Binance's smart chain in general. I don't know if you remember a few weeks, wow, man, time flies, huh? A little while ago, SafeMoon was trying to take off, and for some reason or another, due to an issue on BSC, basically the buying of SafeMoon wasn't able to occur. They do it, and they address this at one point in the video here, talking about the PSFM, approvable SafeMoon there. But basically, having SafeMoon exchanging and acquirable on all of these different chains now, instead of just strictly tied to the Binance Smart Chain, really starts to break us free and create an all-around more stable and robust environment for SafeMoon to grow and mature. It's really going to be nice. Big things coming excuse me, in the future here. And these bridges, now that we finally know what they are really looking to provide a great and stable foundation for it. So let me see. So what they're showing here. Yep. So this is what they were talking about, where these individuals were trying to buy on BSC and it wasn't allowing, but now they would be able to fall back to one of the other chains and still get their purchases through, which would be great. Now, I mean, BSC was a great place for us to get started and develop, but at this point, I do feel like we've pretty much started to outgrow it. Just is what it is at this point. If you look at some of the volume that SafeMoon's putting down and some of the popularity, there we go. They actually do give SafeMoon Mark the direct call out there in the at the bottom. I hadn't noticed that, but I mean, if you've watched any of SafeMoon Mark's videos, it wasn't hard to recognize what was going on there. And then again, that video was actually being narrated by Papa. We'll get something out as a thorough breakdown about what that is and what the bridges were all about. Hold on one second. And as you can see here, another major change for this week's AMA is that it was pre-recorded. So what wasn't changed, it was that there was a bit of a snag there, but the pre-recordedness of it was nice and clean. I'm not sure if that was due to some scheduling, but it allowed them to get some nice graphics in there. It had Papa's pre-recorded bit with SafeMoon Mark's animations. And all in all, it made it so once it did kick off, it was pretty nice. It went very smooth. It allowed everyone to just get in there. Hey, Trey, what is up? Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Happy SafeMoon Sunday. Hope you are having an awesome day. Starting off here, covering the AMA. Was just saying, this week's was looking a bit cleaner. Bit more pre-recorded. bit of a nicer feel, though I do like the live bit. So I'm figuring they'll probably be bouncing back and forth between them as they go. Or maybe they'll, do the pre-recorded with a little live bit at the end, depending on how things shake out, because it's not really an AMA if there's no questions being asked, right? At that point, it's just like an announcement or just a SafeMoon Sunday, here's what's up kind of a deal. And that's great too. But I do like when they were having the ability for the community to put questions in and have them address them. Which was great that they did that in the Satoshi Street Bets AMA on Thursday. That was super nice. So we'll have to see how this goes going forward. If, I'm assuming this just had, a bunch of news they wanted to get out there, make sure they had the format nice. Not sure what house that John was in there. It was a nice looking pad. But the pre-recorded definitely seemed like it was, once they got it going there, nice and smooth for them. Seemed to go well. So let's see. We got into the Gambia here. Let's see. We're running through a little bit of some footage of the meetings now. Basically, John didn't give us a whole lot to go with about what they actually touched on their meetings here. We did see that one picture. I tried, and I did. Let's see. You want to take that back there? I did try to freeze frame on that and take a look at what they had up on the screen there. Nothing too killer. It just said, hold on, one more try. One more try. Come on, Twitch, where you at? Basically, it said transparent. Gambia is going to be transparently on the blockchain with minimal infrastructure required for the rollout. Wasn't able to get a good look at that chart. But basically, it's integrating the Gambia into the SafeMoon blockchain. So, should be interesting to see how they plan to get integrated. Basically, what John was saying from their meetings, they were discussing from the top down. It sounded like every aspect of Gambian infrastructure. John was looking for, maybe a little bit of the SafeMoon here, SafeMoon there could be happening. And, that'd be great. Wherever they can work something in there, I'm sure they will be happy and trying to. So very cool to see a number of meetings here. And, they did reference probably half a dozen government officials that they had met with in a variety of positions within a number of government agencies there. And it sounded like they were really making some solid progress, at least with who the meetings were that they were meeting. Again, didn't really give us a whole lot to bite into as to what specifically they were working on, just a lot of different things. And they were there for, nearly a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, it felt like. I didn't catch when they returned. But from what it looks like and what they were hinting at, I'm hoping that we get some big news soon, some final reveals at least, as to what's going to happen here. I think we're going to see something with the mobile network. If you remember that video where we reviewed the different pictures from the Gambia, it's the one with the camera on the thumbnail there. There was that one where it was John and Jack in front of the QCell poster, QCell being the mobile carrier there. And in the Gambia, there's 140% mobile device ownership. So 1.4 cell phones per people. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of a mobile partnership coming down the line between QCell and SafeMoon. That would just seem like it makes sense. Just seems like it would make sense. And then the last thing that they got at here, let me see if we just jump ahead. Oh my God, look at that sunset. How about that? We checked again in those videos, in the video of the pictures, we looked at pictures from David Smith's Twitter there, and just the scenery, man. I cannot wait until we are all having our wonderful vacation time in the Gambia. Maybe there'll be a sweet SafeMoon condo built for all the holders. Nice little condo suite there. We could do some time sharing between SafeMoon holders. I think that'd be a fine time. So the last thing that they touched on here was the ever awaited SafeMoon wallet. We actually finally got a suggested date. Now, like I was saying, like I said on Twitter, I've really been enjoying the way that they've been doing this whole beta thing. It's not, look, if you stop there, let me take that back and just watch the way that scrolls. I like that, the way that the top portion stays there and the bottom portion scrolls. That is sleek. But like I was saying, I like the way that they've been doing this whole beta testing and the wallet rollout overall compared to the way we've seen a lot of betas and things like that in recent times. Fairly complete product before they started the final round of beta testing. Like, I'm sure that they have been doing, alpha and pre-beta. I don't even know what you call between alpha and beta, but probably just alpha testing, under NDA and things to that effect. I'm sure John's been using the SafeMoon wallet for quite a while now on his device. It's probably been pretty good to go for a while. Otherwise, I would assume they would have chosen more than 500 users to get on board with it. And to actually have a good date lined up here, end of July. So far, the team has been fairly solid with their timelines. I've been feeling that I'm hopeful now. End of July is what? A month away now. So I feel like that's probably realistic of enough of a timeline for them to give to themselves that they could hit it. But again, like you said, end of July is vague enough that they have a little bit of wiggle room there just in case they need to move it around. So keep your eyes on that. End of July is looking sharp for when we should have the SafeMoon wallet launch, which is going to, oh man, that's going to be absolutely huge. I can't wait to get my hands on that. Phone, hardware wallet, probably going to go with both. I have a CryptoKey hardware wallet right now. Been loving that. You keep my Doge on there at the moment because it doesn't support, I don't think it supports anything on BSC at the moment, but hey, that's all right. SafeMoon wallet is going to blow them all away. Still better not to keep all your eggs in one basket as far as wallets go, because if anything, God forbid, ever does happen to one of it, just spread them out. Never a bad move. So I'll keep them all a little bit there, a little bit there. What do you guys think? Are you going to be getting the hardware wallet also? Just sticking with the app on the phone? Wonder if they'll have a desktop app too. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. So that was about it for the AMA, but that was not about it for this week. That was just the start for this week. We had so much coming through. We had another AMA. We had some crazy sleuthing going on Twitter. We got the wallet icon with some more updates from Hank. Let's go ahead and check out what we have here. So, let's see. What do we have coming in from John? Loading up a tweet here. So, basically, let me see. Basically, nothing basic about this. If you guys have been keeping an eye on Twitter this week, the new what is that Elon Musk got a new dog, right? And who doesn't love keeping an eye on what Elon's been up to these days? And SafeMoon tweeted at him about it. Did you see that? Did you see that SafeMoon actually tweeted Elon? Because I feel like that was kind of overlooked in the whole rest of the SafeMoon Elon buzz. So Elon mentioned that his new Shiba is going to be named Floki, which, of course, by the way, spawned about 300 new tokens called Shiba Floki Moon and every Safe Floki and whichever other one. Some of which I'm sure made a couple dollars, but wild. Everything Elon does. So there we go. We have my Shiba will be named Floki, and there's SafeMoon right at the top there. Autocorrect SafeMoon. Love CRO here. I didn't see that yet. That's great. The SafeMoon Shiba fusion. Anything DBZ pretty much gets an automatic retweet from me there. That's killer, by the way. Nice one, CRO. Love it. So that was the first little hint of just some extra fun this week coming down line from the old SafeMoon Elon party train. We're going to see what else we had, though. And then, let's see. After that, a couple users started bringing to our attention that you guys know about Papa's love for the owls, right? That he always been tweeting these owl pictures left, right, and center. Well, let's see. Let me see. Where is this old owl? Let's see. Elon Musk. This week we finally tracked down. I didn't. It was brought to my attention, though, that Elon Musk is also a big fan of the owls. How about that? So now we're blasting it off right up into Owltown. After last week's connection between Elon and SafeMoon and the potential mesh satellites starting to come more and more closer and closer into the very big idea that Elon Musk may be what is the December announcement. Let me pull up, hopping over to Twitter here. I put this all together into one handy dandy video that I'm going to just put on mute over here. Let's see. There we go. So what we have been looking at, you guys remember these two pictures. We have the arcade console and the SafeMoon survival kit, right? They both had a number in them. 120921. Now, we had been thinking that was September and probably the wallet. Well, turns out that there's a good chance now that that is December, and it is something to do with Starlink, Elon's satellites. So, go ahead and give this video a watch when you have the chance there, when we're done here. It is going to be linked down below or to the side. This one and the one from last week about the mesh networks draws a whole bunch of lines between Papa's owls and a number of other owls that have been starting to show up more frequently, like this one in the smoke in the video that was posted on Discord this week. And now Elon's owls that we just had Kidbario here dig up. And then with the two December dates that had been posted in those images, and now having found a December launch date for Starlink, plus Starlink's headquarters being located in the Gambia, Starlink, the Africa. It's all coming together to really start to look like Starlink and SafeMoon may have something pretty interesting in the works together. Now, of course, we know Elon has always been the big doge, so that would be pretty surprising or shocking, I would say, to some folks if he did come on over to SafeMoon's side. Love to see it, though. Any type of mainstream support like that, I think, would be pretty huge for the SafeMoon cause. What do you guys think about that one if you've been keeping an eye on it? I think there's so much to unpack still. There were a lot of clues in those two images there, but that date was the only one that really held over between them, except for the the stress ball, which is kind of funny. They're really loving the idea of that stress ball. I hope it comes out. I'd love to get my hands on it. There you go. You see the December Starlink launch. Haven't seen anything else lined up with a December date that is interesting to SpaceMoon. SpaceMoon? Goodness. Been thinking about space. SafeMoon. Yet. So if you guys do find anything that is December related, make sure you let me know so we can keep our eyes on it. But other than that, it is looking quite promising here. That those are going to be something very, very interesting going forward there, that connection. And then here is where we dipped. Here's the video where we dipped into those two images specifically. We'll just put that up for a moment while we move on down the line. Also this week, just a few days ago, we had the Satoshi Street Bets Ask Me Anything. Were you guys able to hop in on that and give it a listen? I wanted to record it, but unfortunately my phone had a bit of a malfunction So I did not get any sort of a usable recording out of that. Sorry. It was good though. It was actually so can't put that over on that screen there. Gotta put that over here. It was actually quite good to hear everything addressed very directly. He went with the top upvoted questions on Reddit. You know, can't really cheat that system. And, you know, John danced around a couple of them in fairly reasonable ways for some of the ones that weren't able to be addressed. But for the most part, he did handle and address, I think, the most right-on questions. And not a ton came out of that. It was just nice to hear some one-on-one community engagement, which is always what we like to see from our crew there. Trying to think if we had any big reveals coming out of that one. I think just that hang tight on the wallet date, which we actually just got today. So I think that was just pretty much the main one there. Also that no, we actually learned that Papa did work with Horde in that AMA. He confirmed that Papa had a history with Horde. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Papa and the Horde crew, Horde being a set of technologies. Well, Horde, a former and now defunct crypto technology or crypto company that had a big set of technologies that I thought SafeMoon would be wanting to be using. So could be the case that, you know, Papa dabbled with or learned with or brought some folks over from there too. Definitely worth giving a lickin' or a listen. Wasn't that long. You could find it up on YouTube there. Sorry again for not having a copy though. Let me see. What else do we have listed there? Let me see. I do have a list from that. Hold on. Let me see. So, from the AMA there, yes, there we go. So yeah, about the wallet, that's right. About their wallet, they said their main one. Well, I'm sure they had a lot of reasons for making the wallet. Every big crypto now wants to have a nice wallet, but they said that they had been reverse engineering and looking at a lot of the other wallets and found that there was actually quite a bit of security missing from the other wallets that were out there on the market, and that's what a big core portion of this wallet was going to be, the new SafeMoon wallet that's coming out. You know, keeping it extra stable, extra secure. You know, Papa talked about the 15,000-bit encryption that we have coming. Probably a little too safe and secure there, but hey, that's just for today's standards. Going way off into the future, goodness only knows what we're going to run into there. No such thing as too safe and secure as long as usability isn't overly negatively impacted, and I'm sure they will in these testing stages now make sure that everything is running very well. Horde, Papa solved the problem there. No big connections. Not, like I said, not too sure if I believe that or if that was John just, you know, having to let something slide there. Papa may be a little more involved there than what he said, but, you know, who knows? We have to take him at his word on that one, right? If we don't, then what good are we? Oh, Mr. Yoda Toys, thank you, my friend, for the subscription. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful SafeMoon Sunday. Thank you again. Very much appreciated. Hope you are having a wonderful day. Wonderful, wonderful day. John was asked about his prior work in the Gambia. So you guys know that that is something that has been coming up in a little bit of the Fudsters circles these days. As you know, hey, what's up, John? You know, you have a little bit of a history over there in the Gambia. What you been doing? And he said, can't tell you, it's under NDA. So again, not a whole lot to take there, but you know, he said he had been working in projects in the past, and that's honestly very normal in my opinion. Anyone I would expect to have been doing business previously is going to be bringing those connections forward into their next project. So no worries there. And if he is under NDA, then you know, what can you do? Great day, very hot here in California. Oh man, I can imagine. I am on the East Coast, northern board, and I am sweltering as well. I can only imagine what California's got going on right now. Stay cool, my friends. Stay cool. And thank you again for stopping by. Did you get to watch the AMA today? Covered that in the first half here. Thought that was great. And the last thing that John covered that I had a note on here was that on the SafeMoon card, he was asked, how is it going to be the case that the SafeMoon card will be excluded from the 10% fee? And that will work by exchanging your SafeMoon back to fiat and then making the transaction happen. So instead of doing like a SafeMoon to SafeMoon transaction, which has the 10% fee, it will be doing a SafeMoon to fiat transaction, which does not have the 10% fee, and then paying in like US dollars or whatever your native currency is. Loved it. Been waiting weeks for an AMA. Absolutely, my man. I have been too. It has been crazy the past couple of weeks. A little bit of a drought of information. I mean, we watched last week. We watched nothing. I was here hanging out, wishing we had something exciting. And we had some pictures from the Gambia come through, and that was actually really cool to talk about. But it was great to have them back. Did you like the new format with the pre-recorded and the video with SafeMoon, Mark, and Papa collaborating there to explain bridges? I thought that was pretty nice there. Good way to get Mark's expertise and Papa's knowledge combined. Plenty of hints today with some solid info. Agreed. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting to see about these bridges for a long time. Definitely excited to see. I think the next one is going to be the mesh. You know, mesh is something they have been talking about with the bridges hand in hand a lot. Here is actually a tweet from just a few days ago from John. Thought they explained it awesome. Even non-tech savvy folks understand. Yeah, absolutely. They did a great job, I think. I think that's one of Mark's best talents with his animations there, is breaking it down. I mean, even in his videos, he always described it really well, too. And Papa has that tech knowledge there. So here is the tweet from John from just a few days back. Things I like: mesh network and bridges. So we've checked bridges off the list, but what is mesh networks going to be? Now, we just had that video playing from a few days ago. To me, satellites, right? At this point, are the mesh networks going to be the satellites, or may it be, my comment here was Tangle, which was IOTA Tangle blockchain. They have I guess it's a blockchain. IOTA's Tangle is an Internet of Things blockchain made for a number of small power distributed devices, which satellites fall into that category too. So it kind of all works together. Or, I don't know if they would think about like using the card that way. A lot of different things could be meshed. Satellites, of course, are... I might just be itching for a satellite mesh just because of the hints about Elon that we've been seeing, but very interesting. And now Papa did mention he has friends with IOTA, friends within IOTA. If you watch the video from back about IOTA there, his tweets in there, but I'm sure you've all seen it. So what do you guys think about this one? What does John like that is meshy? I don't think it's going to be like meshing all the different blockchains together, something like that. I'm not sure though. Everyone has been kind of vibing toward the satellites, and I think that will be huge. I think that's going to be I think that is going to be one of the next big announcements that we get coming our way, and I think that's going to be huge. I think right now we are really looking to be in one of the last few opportunities to make some real cheap buys within SafeMoon, to be honest, because things are really starting to like this. I don't understand how the fudders out there are saying that we don't have reasons to be excited and like catalysts. Every day it seems like something new is coming out. Like they just announced the bridges. That's so many new people who are now able to buy SafeMoon super easily. This was wild, but I don't think it actually means anything. There actually is a Project Phoenix out there. You think low orbit satellites about Africa? Yeah, I agree, man. I agree, Lieutenant Croc. Low orbit satellites largely affecting Africa sounds like a huge right direction for some sort of a partnership there between the two, and that would be a brilliant mesh because everything that these guys do, these guys, both Elon and the SafeMoon crew, and just in general, they seem to be wanting to better bring better access to currency or connections or anything like that to these areas where it's difficult right now. And satellite internet to those areas would definitely be huge. And that would facilitate the use of SafeMoon. So definitely goes hand in hand with all of those wonderful things. This, I thought, I wasn't able to put this in a video in any meaningful way. So here we have what looks to be Elon saying hydrogen-powered rockets go to the moon, right? And I mean, if we don't have enough connections between Elon and SafeMoon, I can't believe I forgot to put this one in the owl video. Oh well, here's one just for y'all who are cool enough to make it to the stream. Elon seems to be saying hydrogen rockets go to the moon, and SafeMoon's giving him the big old wink. And this was about June 5th, so just over 3 weeks ago. And it just so happens, it's weird that the ADA just announced their work in ECOWAS soon too. Gonna have to look into that. Thank you for the tip. I will check that out when we wrap up here. So what hydrogen power? Project Phoenix, liquid hydrogen powered aircraft. Now, I'm just saying, I don't think this is our Project Phoenix, but that's kind of funny, isn't it? That there's a Project Phoenix about liquid. Oh my goodness. Why can't I speak tonight? That there is a Project Phoenix about liquid hydrogen powered aircraft, and there's SafeMoon winking about it. They spelled Phoenix correctly though. SafeMoon has it going on. King's Express restaurant here in California. What? You got a restaurant accepting SafeMoon? No, that restaurant has it going on. They know what's up. They're gonna be on the news in about 10 years for having sold, the $1 million number 7. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Now, if they had been being this blatant about Project Phoenix this whole time and just literally saying Project Phoenix, yeah, no, he did just say it could have just been a Philip K. Dick joke, right? Was that this tweet? I see. It could have been. And that's what got us onto that whole do androids dream of or to Blade Runner there. Definitely never know with Elon. That's what keeps him exciting. What do you guys think if Elon got on board? I did have a few people pop a few comments on on the video there, basically along the lines of keep Elon away from SafeMoon. I think he's a fun character to have on board. Obviously, he's a little chaotic, but it's crypto. Crypto is chaotic by nature. I don't think he's any more or less chaotic than anything else that goes on in the world at large that we have on our hands. Coming on down the line from Hank, this probably had a bit to do with what we saw on the AMA today. We have, there it is. The wallet is approved on the App Store, the Google App Store. Wonderful. All for the more the merrier if he wants to do good for the world. I agree, my man. I haven't seen really, he's not a malicious guy. He might be a bit of a character, but I think, like you say, he's a good character. Definitely not out there to be causing problems for anybody. So bring it on. Help us out. If not, he's definitely going to generate buzz, which is huge for us no matter, all publicity is good publicity, they say. That is a certain. They're going to get out of the restaurant biz collecting all that. Yeah. Absolutely. King's Express is going to be like actual kings of California. They are not going to be needing to be cooking for much longer if they keep... man, that is just the reflections of SafeMoon. The whole concept that they were able to establish with automatic earnings from reflections just for holders is really, really changing the game here. I mean, obviously, obvious as shown by the fact that pretty much everybody else is doing it now. Yep. Starlink have an office in the Gambia. Absolutely. So I have a video, put it out yesterday, day before, ran through that at the start. Yeah, that is insane, isn't it? That really seems to be a big one. And then you saw that they have a launch planned in December, which seems to line up with that 12/9/21 date that we've been seeing pop up both on the backpack and on the arcade console or the arcade cabinet image. So I think with those two links to Starlink now, it's starting to get to be a little much. I was almost waiting for Elon to just be peeking out from a corner in one of those pictures from the Gambia that they showed in on the AMA today. I have to go back and rewatch that and get my magnifying glass out and make sure he's not back there in sunglasses and a wig in one of those pictures with the Gambian government officials. Would not surprise me in the least if he were. And also was brought up to me recently that, both he and John are native or, born in Africa. So they have a bit of a shared heritage there and a desire to go back and help, something to that effect is nice to see that, and then with Papa having his history in Doge, who knows how long they may have been in touch with or working together. We have the mystery investor or seed investor, whatever you'd want to call it, hanging out there. I mean, is it too much to say that it could be Elon as the seed there? Is Elon SafeMoon dev? Did he learn how to fork smart contracts? Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't been. John was not saying ludicrous accidentally there. Ludicrous speed. Absolutely not. The same time that Elon changed his background to be the image from Spaceballs when they hit ludicrous speed. Yep, there's a whole lot coming together here for it just to be, like I said in the video, two guys who like Blade Runner. And the fact that it's coming from everybody. You have Papa with the owls and John with the ludicrous speed and the other Tesla-ish references. So very, very interesting to see how this is all going to be coming together here. Tesla book was called Ludicrous. Yeah. Yeah, there was... Oh, and then Plaid, right. Plaid is what happens. It turns... The new Tesla was Plaid, the Model Plaid or whatever. That's yeah. Very, very interesting. Can't wait. I'm excited. It seems it's a really exciting time right now to be invested in SafeMoon. Honestly, I'm doing pretty much trying to look for... I really like all the other coins and tokens that I've picked up along the way, and I don't want to just dump them all and put it into SafeMoon. Man, it's tough not to some days. When you look at what SafeMoon's doing and what everybody else is, like what's going on in the future here, because it's hard to see any reason that like in 10 years from now, you look at all these other coins and tokens and say, where are these guys going to be in 10 years from now? And you say like, what is SafeMoon going to be in 10 years from now? And I don't see anybody else like, you got Elon Dog's coin. Like that might be cool in a month from now or even a year from now. But like, I don't think in 10 years from now, it's going to be the national currency or on the side of a satellite dish. So SafeMoon on the other hand, yeah, Doge could be the test subject peeping for SafeMoon to pop. Absolutely, man. And I mean, Doge, I have to say, like, I love Doge because it was like just the original kind of crazy coin from back in the day. I actually mined a bunch of Doge from like in a mining pool with my old 1080 Ti. I almost blew the side off my old computer back in like 7 years ago or something like that, 2014. So that was the days. That was the days. And that's why I like to see the camaraderie between the Doge and the SafeMoon communities. It's really nice right now, and everybody's vibing together and just getting along, because really that's what's going to happen. And with Papa having worked on Doge 1, the spaceship, you know, I don't think there's any way that his link to Elon is as downplayed as they tried to make it. And if that's the case, you know, then John, from what we've seen of John, seems to be quite the charismatic guy. And I don't really know what his businesses had been prior to SafeMoon, but it seems like he had been successful and already a globe hopper. So good chance he had been fairly well connected. You don't really just get to start with meeting government officials. You know what I mean? With SafeMoon here. So, so I'm not sure how otherwise connected he is, but he might, if he had been or is running in some of the same circles as Elon prior to getting SafeMoon off the ground, that wouldn't be terribly surprising. Just didn't want to get investigated for yeah, and that's another thing about crypto, is the anonymity that it can provide. You know, it's certainly a great spot for Elon to be able to slip in, and he could really fund it. You know, an anonymous seed investor is what we keep hearing about. I don't know to whom is it anonymous. You know, I'm assuming like SafeMoon Dev and John and the team probably know who the seed investor and all that is, but we don't know who SafeMoon Dev is, other than, you know, a handful of folks at the top know or say they do. Certainly is always the case on the blockchain that you can slip into the smoke screen fairly easily. So if that's, you know, what Elon had ever wanted to do, if he had some wild ideas for some technology that he wanted to experiment with, but like, you know, SpaceX or Tesla wasn't really the grounds for him to be able to try them out on, he might be, you know, who's to say he couldn't slip a little funding into a blockchain and let a pack of wizards loose. Say, hey, why don't you guys go try this out? And I'll be by with some satellites you could slap a logo on in a couple weeks, months, years. That would be wonderful. Wonderfully wild. Also, good evening, Trey. Good to see you again. I know you're up on top. Hadn't heard from you in a little minute there. Glad you're still with us. What else did we have up this week? This has been such a wild week. It feels like it's been so long since feels like last Sunday was a month ago at this point, with this list that I've put together here. We got an icon for the wallet, right? That was pretty cool. I don't know if you all saw that, to go with it. I'm assuming that went hand in hand with it getting listed on the store. Check it out. Official. We can put our hands on it. Like I said, I would tap that. I can't wait. So they said right now they have their 500 beta testers going in the closed beta, and that they were going to open it up soon. Well, not soon, but I think they said they were going to open it up as they were more comfortable, hopefully to a bit of an open beta, and then just, you know, open. What do you think this can do market cap wise in a year or two? I would market cap is tough to say. We're only 2 months in right now, which is what I think is really hard to keep in perspective. Excuse me, hold on. It's really hard to keep in perspective that we're only like 2 months in right now, because it feels like we're 5 years in with how mature of a product we have on our hands. And also, I think we forget, because we run in like the SafeMoon circle, that 99.99% of the people don't still haven't even heard of what is a SafeMoons is. So I think we can still do, it's a year, 2 years, 5, 10 times conservatively, you know, like I think, again, I think our perspective as so-called insiders or enthusiasts or fanatics or whatever you want to call us is heavily skewed as to how small this is right now, especially if you look that we're on a big downside at the moment. I think we have a lot to go. Bridges and burns. Are you using bridges would burn? No, I don't. Bridges would not burn. So if we go. So let me explain that situation. Bridges won't burn, but if you are using SafeMoon on another chain, you will get the proper 10% taken out of your SafeMoon when you use it. Tokenomics will be in effect. But going across the bridge back and forth to the other chains, you will not lose any safe. So that's where that one SafeMoon equals one SafeMoon that we've been seeing. That's where that is. Let me pull up the Twitch so we can run Mark's animation while I explain that one more time. So basically, we'll just use Ethereum's chain as an example, since that's what they were talking about, all the DeFi apps that are over there. So basically, Papa was talking about if you want to go over on Ethereum and do some DeFi staking, but you have SafeMoon, you can't, because there's no, you can't go on Ethereum chain with your SafeMoon. Well, now you can. You can just cross the bridge, and you would get SafeMoon, which is provable SafeMoon. I used to thought, and I thank them, because before today I thought the P stood for pegged. So there you go. Lesson learned there. I always thought it was pegged whatever token, but I guess it's provable. So provable SafeMoon. You would take your provable SafeMoon onto Ethereum, and you'd be able to work with it. You could stake it in farms. If you guys do DeFi farming here on like PancakeSwap or any of the other yield farms, basically you can go on Ethereum, stake your SafeMoon. You could do whatever you want with it. Your SafeMoon. And it's all good. So right now we can't do anything on the ETH network. Now we can. So here we go. Here's what I was looking for. Same amount of SafeMoon. So that's what I'm saying. There's not going to be no burn crossing the bridge, because there's no tax for crossing the bridge. But once you are on the other network with your SafeMoon, anything you do with it, like once you have your SafeMoon over here, if you're sending it, like if you're buying, selling, sending it to other Ethereum, so if you have an Ethereum wallet and you have SafeMoon in it, you could send it to another Ethereum wallet. You would get 10% cut out of that. You'd lose 10% of your SafeMoon, and it would get burned, and it would get reflected appropriately. So that's what he meant when he said that tokenomics would work. But also that one SafeMoon is one SafeMoon. You can go back and forth across the bridge without losing any of your SafeMoons. Does that make sense? Sorry if I was a little rambly there. But it's pretty exciting, because that's going to allow for the folks on all of those other chains now to come play with us and let us go play on their chains. Not, like I said, not that I intend to go do much on Ethereum's chain due to the fees being outrageous, but Harmony's chain sounds interesting. Wallet update from Hank. Basically saying brilliant progress today. They had a wallet meeting. Again, though, with how fast we get updates from the team, this is no longer an update, since today we got the news that we should hopefully have a live wallet launch by the end of July. And that is sweet. Cannot wait. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. It's really going to be, again, so many things lined up for the future of SafeMoon. Like, that's why I think, I think the potential is astronomical And when we're talking about things like, oh, a wallet, that almost sounds like small beans compared to a satellite network and a national currency. But for end users, I mean, I love a wallet. You know what I mean? I think there's a lot of people out there who have a hard time when they see those meetings and things going on. That doesn't really, they struggle to have that click that is actually going to manifest into something meaningful. But when they get their hand, a wallet, I can play with this. I can use this. This is usable. So great to see them attacking all fronts here, in which I love it. And the wallet, they got this out so quick, less than 3 months if they could make the end of July from the day the token launched to having a wallet out. How do they even, I mean, obviously I know how. Papa's a wizard. But you look at these other tokens and I don't, like I was saying before, it's tough not to just liquidate everything else and put it in here. But I really do. I like some of those other people and I feel bad. I like them, but it's hard anymore. Anything new has just basically been going straight into SafeMoon, all the new funding that I can acquire. Because the future, pretty much anything we could do now. SafeMoon Duder asked over on Twitter, how are you going to be installing your SafeMoon toilet paper, forward or backward? And I said, my man, we're only going to be having SafeMoon bidets in 10 years. Here we go, moving at ludicrous speed on everything, even products and tech that we have yet to talk about. So we know the wallet, we know the exchange, we know the bridges, we know the blockchain. What do we not know about? Like, we know the Gambia. So, just the fact that he's teasing here that there are still bigger projects out there that we haven't seen yet and technology. Like, what kind of technology? What kind of technology? Think about that. Products and technology. What kind of a product and what kind of technology could we see from a crypto company? So it's not even just like a partnership or an expansion or a new listing on a new exchange or something, that we're familiar with and something like that. Like a new type of a product, a new technology that they haven't talked about yet. Yeah, man, that the wallet with the 15,000 bit encryption, whoo, that is going to be, I can't wait to see how that wallet plays. I can't wait to get the SafeMoon blockchain up and running and see what the security is like on there and get that a SafeMoon blockchain token on the wallet. That's going to be something truly exciting. But this is interesting. I forget. Okay, there we go. 22nd. It was timestamped today. Always hard to tell when it was taken when it was timestamped today. But so this was just about 5 days ago now. Nothing has come out since then. The bridges, but that's nothing that they hadn't talked about before. So not too sure what we're going to be seeing here. I don't know. So many new projects in the works apparently, but I can't even start to think about what they could be, which I guess is kind of the point. That's what makes it exciting. They're really going to just surprise us at this point, I suppose. Then we had the coffee. Did you guys dig into the coffee here? This was a tricky one. Not a whole lot to see here. We had maybe a small island and maybe Niger here as the outline. Tricky. And then I tried looking at the beans, because this one bean was a little squished and a little blurry, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything too convincing on the beans here yet, but if they're just going to release some SafeMoon coffee based on like the Jamaica Blue Mountain coffee, that'd be killer with me. I'd be super stoked on that. I'm a big fan of the coffee there. We lost a whale. You guys see that? We're down a whale. Let me see here. Do I have the whale watch report on that? I don't have the exact one handy, but we did drop a whale. Let me see. SafeMoon whale report. This whole week, I don't know if you guys have been watching the chart this week. It's been actually kind of interesting to keep an eye on. It's basically been whales selling off as then the people just buy back up or people buy up and then whales sell down. So apparently the whales are trying to get out, and but they're not being jerks about it. So I appreciate that. I'm not sure why they're trying to get out, but let me pull up SafeMoon Mark's whale page here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so we're down. We're down under 20. We're way under 20% now. So you see we've been dipping, been plummeting actually since here we were last week when we spoke, 20%. You see this is whale dominance, how much SafeMoon the whales own. And yeah, we've gone down almost 0.5% in their bankroll to 113.9 billion. So they've given up just about almost 3 trillion SafeMoon. Sorry. Did I say billion up there? They've given up almost 3 trillion SafeMoon, which is pretty good for us as the community to take that out of their control. I mean, for the most part, like I said, the whales that hold SafeMoon have been not too bad to us. They haven't done any big dumps. They haven't sent the token tanking or anything like that. Here we have number 16 and number 25 liquidating some fairly substantial quantities. Here we have 80 billion and 10 billion. Everybody else seems to just be collecting reflections there. No really big acquisitions. Thankfully, they've been pretty good to us, but for the most part, it does seem like they're on their way out. Not a lot of consolidation or acquisition at the top for the whales. If we take a look at the chart here, where's live chart at the top? It's definitely been one of the weirdest charts I've ever seen in crypto or anything, honestly, as far as looking at a chart goes. If we go to the 7-day, I don't know if you guys, this was a bit of a moment, but you can see here, we're pretty much just kind of sustaining. Again, this week, every week we say the same thing. We're holding the line pretty much. It's tough. Hopefully we start pulling back up soon, but you know, we're collecting the reflected, and that's what we like to see. And with everything that's positive coming out here with all this big news, I really have no problem picking up more and more every time it stays low. How about this though? Let's see. The AMA was how long ago now? About 6 hours ago. So let's see. About 6 hours ago. About 1, 2, Yep. You think people like the AMA? I would say so. Let's put this to a yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's about when the AMA kicked off right there. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Everybody was loving it this week, waiting for their big news to come in after 2 weeks of none of it. So, good to see him. Good to see that spark coming back up the line there. All right. Happy to see some spark in the week. I think we're going to have a hopefully good week ahead. We have on Tuesday, the bridge is coming into play. That should be a big one because that's going to open us up. I hope there are a lot of eager buyers on those other chains just raring to go. Basically, as soon as the time comes, you know, I don't know if all of the bridges are going to open up at once, how that's going to go down. Hopefully we get an announcement tomorrow that we can get some details to pass along to everybody who is ready and raring to go on that front. Just so we could have everyone, you know, ready. Communication is big in this game, making sure everybody knows where they need to be and when they need to be there. Nobody likes to miss the opening bell when it comes to something new in crypto. All right, let's go ahead and pop on over here. We have some wonderful stuff going down in Papa Watch this week. Let's see here. I'm going to flip on over to this side. Boom. All right. It's time to get into the Wizards world. So did you guys see this over on Twitter? Looks absolutely amazing. It's time for some Papa Watch, y'all. How about some of Papa's Poppin' Ale? I've seen a number of wonderful SafeMoon products getting put together and mocked up here. This is one of my absolute favorites so far. The at SafeMoon. Well, I guess that's not at SafeMoon, is it? That's just the SafeMoon logo there. The SafeMoon Papa Ale with the Saturn in the background there. The spaceship blasting off over space. What do you guys think this would taste like? A little bit of an IPA. Pretty hoppy, probably. Papa seems like he'd be liking the hops. Any Just for Thought price predictions for this week? Let's take a look back to the chart here and see where we're coming in at. I mean, I'm thinking on Tuesday we're going to see the big spike, since that is when we're opening up the bridges. So I would try to get loaded up before then, because I would expect... let's see. Let me switch it over to the hour view so we can get the big day in. We're already up a little bit after the AMA this week. Let's see. Where had we been coming in at? Man, I don't know. I would like to see us be able to break 32, but that is a big point of resistance. I think the bridges are going to be huge. I don't know if the psychological barrier is going to be, if it's going to be enough for us to break through that psychological barrier. But at the same time, I'm not sure if the folks coming over from the other chains are too worried about that. So I would think, where were we about a week ago on the 20th, before we had a big dip? So people were pretty stoked on the AMA today. You see, we had a big leap from that. So we're going to recover from that a little bit tomorrow, probably. Bridges come in on Tuesday. I'd see us hovering around 32 midweek. I don't know. I'd say we could be chilling around probably 32 around the end of the week steadily. I don't think we're going to go super duper high beyond that, because we've already seen a big jump from the AMA come through here. That's going to be my assumption now. Probably see a bit of a spike come through and then come back down after everybody comes on board from the bridges. But again, I think that's going to have a lot to do with how well they communicate the bridges opening. You know, whether they make it nice and easy for everybody to come across. Basically, they're going to have to just go to their native decks, transfer to SafeMoon. Have to see how that all goes. I would love to see us get up to about 34, 36. That would be sweet. That would be killer. Fingers crossed. What about you guys? Where are you thinking it? Where do you want to see it? Going to be a big week either way. And then if we get some more news from the wallet, that's the other thing. If we have any wallet news slip out, like if they announce an open beta date, that could be big too. Or if they put out some screenshots from, now that John's running it on his phone, if they start putting out screenshots of the wallet in production. Okay, I need to settle that stream element spot down. It's getting a little chatty there. If they start announcing some stuff like that or putting out some screenshots, that would be a big one to help get people excited. I know people have been wanting to see some actual stuff. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Let's pop on by. Let me have a little sip of the old coffee here. Waiting for the SafeMoon store to open up a U.S. shipping location. Right now, they only ship from the UK, and it's like $21 to get a $14 mug shipped here. Kind of wild. I really want one, but I don't want to pay that. Kind of cray-cray. There we go. Nah, I don't look crazy at all. Okay. So from Papa Watch. The first thing I have on here is Papa Mesh Graphic. What am I doing to myself? I need to actually provide links for me to look at. So Papa posted the actual first thing that we need to talk about on Papa Watch is he posted a video. Did you guys all see the video from Papa? I'm actually going to play this one here because this was killer. This was a huge announcement. Let me go ahead and do that and unmute this. It's only 1 minute. Make sure we have audio. Unmute.
Sticking around, sticking our nose. Keyboards.
Hold on. That's not going to play through there.
Continues.
Well, here's the link. Basically, he is thanking everyone from the SafeMoon Army for sticking with them as they have worked out all the various kinks and things. Here we go.
While we're sticking our noses in our keyboards. I'll take a second to thank everyone who's been here supporting us and sticking around while we're sticking our noses in our keyboards and working hard. This has not been an easy process. It continues to become more complex. We're adding geniuses, absolute geniuses, to the project. We're growing a team of wizards, and I couldn't be happier where I'm at, what we're doing. It's a very exciting time, especially in DeFi. We're bringing together all of the other tokens because if we don't ride together, we're not going to get anywhere. So, thank you. I'll take a second to thank everyone.
Right on. That's what Papa's got to say about that. Building the team of wizards, everybody's got to ride together. All tokens are part of the family. And that is, I think, a big part of the SafeMoon, the SafeMoon ethos, you know. We're all in it together here. We're all trying to achieve similar goals as far as DeFi goes for the unbanked. That's right, Papa. And like you said, they're building the team of wizards. I wonder if that was in reference to him working with Mark on that video, or, you know, who else could they be? Good to see, good to hear. Love to see Papa doing well there. He had a bit of a tough week, he implied in another tweet that we're going to get to in a minute. But also, you know, great to hear from him that everything's going well and that the team is expanding nicely there. That is absolutely excellent. Very nice, very nice. Always good to get to hear from Papa too. You know, he's a bit of an enigma over on the SafeMoon squad. So we hear about him and, you know, his tweets and things like that and hear him on Discord. But to actually get a nice in-person video, always a treat. Thanks, Papa. Moving on down. This was, I did put this in the one video about the mesh networks. You know, Papa leaning hard into the mesh. That, and tell me though, that doesn't pretty strongly resemble one of those Meshlink satellite graphics from Musk's old documentation there. Thinking so. Thinking it does. One of the big reasons that I'm thinking that Starlink is coming. And here's Papa's Ale. You know, we started here initially, but come on now. Love it. Would love to get a cup of that. So many nice products been being made about SafeMoon. And this is probably one of the most interesting. I wonder, though, how magical it would actually be. Then, unfortunately, we did have a little bit of sad news coming from Papa here. One of his friends apparently had passed this week. So if you do get a chance, send a little love Papa's way there. Had a rough couple of days. A friend died. We worked together on a lot of projects that helped create the space. Going to go harder, more intensity, carry his motivation with greater effect. R.I.P. friend. That is sad. Always tough when you lose someone you care about, but it is good to see Papa taking it as motivation to keep pushing the industry forward there. That's the right way to go about it there. It's good. Sorry for your loss there, Papa. We're all thinking about you. And I hope all is going well for you now. And there was some speculation that he may have been referring to John McAfee, but I don't know. I think that was on the same day there, but it was interesting. One last interesting bit of news. What's been going on with Binance this week? Have you guys seen them getting not necessarily banned everywhere, but not having a good week? Not having a good week. So you can't really, I don't know, ban crypto exchanges, but they're not allowed to trade futures and things like that. I mean, they haven't been able to in the U.S. forever. And, you know, like if you're in Texas, I think, and New York, you pretty much can't buy crypto. That's pretty much what they're starting to run into in a bunch of different countries. I've seen Japan, UK, and a few other ones, Canada, as you see in the tweet here. Basically, every 5 hours or so, I see a new tweet coming out about some country just smacking Binance around in some new way. Not so sure why all of the sudden, who did CZ upset that suddenly he's on the poo list. It's very interesting. And it also seems to really light a fire for SafeMoon to get their exchange in the works so they can get out there and make it happen. Though I would imagine SafeMoon would be obviously subject to all of the same regulations that Binance is struggling with here currently. So they would have to make sure that all of their ducks are also in a row. Otherwise, they would be the next headline of who is no longer allowed to do business in this, that, or the other country. And that's not something we would want to see. We like SafeMoon. We want them to do very, very well. But right now, this is two things. It's one, a huge reason for SafeMoon to need to be getting off the old Binance chain as quickly as possible, which the bridges are great for. And so is the SafeMoon smart chain itself, or the SafeMoon blockchain. It'll probably be pretty smart too, though. Oh, wait. Sorry. Papa Watch is over. Boop. Wow, it's so much brighter without that brim on. These lights make me look. I need SafeMoon smart blockchain will not be using, Binance, so that'll be great to get that independence there. And also, it will be hold on. Having their own exchange, getting off BSC. Not tied to BNB. Yes, not being tied to BNB, because BNB is not going to be looking so hot every time Binance takes a ding like this. So the sooner SafeMoon can make safe moves, the better. Hey, hold on just 1 second here. My dog's shaking his head at me. Let me just tell him he's a good boy, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty. He's a good beast. So that's about where we're at for this week, guys. Was there anything that I missed that you guys saw in the SafeMoon world at large that you wanted to talk about? Because there was so much that I wouldn't be surprised if some came off the table. And again, I just want to thank you all for coming out and hanging this week. And next week, we'll be doing it again, same time, 9 o'clock Eastern right here. But yeah, what else this week that you guys all saw, or what would you like to speak on? Because there was a lot. I'm still stoked about this whole Starlink excitement. Oh, also next week, I want to try to thinking about considering a bit of a round table type format for a show. Let me know what you guys think about that. Hop on Discord so we can chat about it, if that's something that would be good or interesting. Get some additional folks on here to talk about these topics. I know we have a huge, awesome, and wonderful SafeMoon community. And even though I am full of voice, it's always cool to get some others on to hear their thoughts as well. I've been looking at some ways to do that. Not sure if I would do that on the recap here or do that as another show. I feel like doing it as another thing might be a little redundant. So let me know what all of your thoughts on that are. But yeah. Thanks again, everyone, for stopping by. It's been a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week in SafeMoon. Can't wait to see what this upcoming week brings. Remember, we have the bridges on Tuesday. Going to have videos coming out all week long, so keep an eye, like, subscribe if you can. And if you're watching this later, leave those comments down below so I could get back to you about anything that you want. Hop on over on Discord. Sorry if I haven't caught any messages over there. It's hard to keep an eye on it while we're partying over here. We got that Crypto Chasers Discord up and running so we could all be hanging out in between everything. Yeah, I'll be seeing you all again very, very soon. Thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful week. Happy SafeMoon Sunday, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.